Hey everyone, I'm Megan Remblack and welcome to my channel, Meg Rem Softball.
All right, so today we're going to focus on blocking. In my opinion, probably the most important part of the game. Oftentimes people stumble into catching as a middle infielder or a corner who just happens to have the best arm, and a good arm is important, but what's more important is being able to keep the ball in front and keep runners at bay. So what we're going to start with, obviously, we're in our stance. Your stance will vary depending upon if there's runners on base or not. For the sake of the drill today, we'll just focus on being in kind of our regular stance here. First part of blocking that's super important is to lead with the glove. I see a lot of kids who will just drop legs here and then the glove follows, and all that leaves is a really big hole here and an opportunity for the ball to scoot through. So coaches, when you're teaching the kids, if you can teach them to lead with the glove, then the body will naturally follow. So we'll start there, leading with the glove. Second is keeping that throwing hand close by. There's a fine line between keeping it really close to where it could get hit and we could get injured, and keeping it back and behind tight so that we can get to the ball once we stop it and ultimately keep the runners where they're supposed to be. So what's really important is we're leading with the glove. If you teach your kids to keep it back here, that's fine, but it'll need to make its way here so that we're here, ball hits, I can quickly grab that. We're not grabbing with that glove after we've blocked it. We're quickly coming in, identifying it with our throwing hand. Next biggest thing for blocking is obviously going to be receiving it at our belly button. So we don't want to get in the habit of picking or leading with our glove and, throwing our hips that way. What's really important is that we're trying to absorb the impact of the ball here at our belly button. So once they've got leading with their glove, following with their body, it's important we've got this hole blocked here, but we're also going to be receiving the ball here. You'll see that my shoulders are rounded, but that I don't have big gaps in between here. I keep my arms tight to my body. I'm rounded, my throwing hand's close, tucked behind. Posture's really important here. Notice I'm over the ball, but I'm not here. What you need to remind your kids of is that you need to always be able to maintain eyes on the runner. If I'm all the way here and I have a helmet on, it's really difficult for me to see what's going on in the field. But if I'm up too high, that's when balls hit me, explode that way. So where I need to be is right about here, rounded shoulders, where the ball's gonna hit me, it's gonna project downward, and I can still see everybody and what they're up to. You'll also notice my backside here. You need to make sure that our legs and our back of our hamstrings here aren't getting sucked down here, because then look, I physically can't get up, guys. So in order to make sure that I can block the ball and have a quick reaction time to get up, I need to make sure that my feet are accessible to get out from under me. So keep that in mind once you've got your catchers mastering leading with their glove, keeping that throwing hand close, getting that posture right. Make sure that behind them, they're not cheating themselves by getting stuck here. So once you've got the form down and you've broken down the different pieces of it, guys, the best way to practice this is simply repetition. So getting with a coach, even getting a tennis ball and throwing it against the wall to bounce back at yourself and practice these techniques. Keep it really simple, but you should be starting any bullpen session or any practice or before any game with at least 5 down the middle, 5 where you're working around the inside, 5 where you're working around the outside. It's a super simple way to make sure that you're prepared for what's going to come at you during the game. So where we'll start for this drill, very, very simple. We're going to do slow rolls. We do slow rolls first, primarily because younger kids can do it and they're not afraid to get hit by the ball. But secondly, older catchers can do this to really work on timing. I know that it can be easy to start to cheat if you know where the coach is going to bounce the ball, but once you take the slow roll into play, it forces me to wait, and then react to the ball at the appropriate time, which you'll have to do in a game. So do 5 slow rolls to the middle, 5 slow rolls in, 5 slow rolls out, and then if you have time, or you should be making the time, the coach can mix it up, throw them a little harder, give it a little more hop, and make it more challenging for you. So I'm waiting, reacting. So I'm gonna wait, kicking out, getting around the ball. Notice my hips are square to this part of the plate, right where I want this ball to fall back into is where it landed. My shoulders were rounded, square, nothing by me. Wait. Reacting. And coaches, if you want to start challenging your players and forcing them to use their legs a little bit more once they're warm, go ahead and do the roll, wait, react, force them to get up, find the ball, find the base runner.